This is DJ Lluch bringing you the latest hit. Triangles and trapezoids. Whoa, whoa! All right, everybody. Today we are going to be looking at, or actually doing, is it going? Yes, it is going. Never mind. Okay. We are going to find the areas of triangles and trapezoids. The essential question for you today, it's pretty direct. How can you find the area of a triangle and the area of a trapezoid? Well, let me tell you. Anyways, you're going to notice some similarities between the formula for triangles and trapezoids. So the formula for a triangle is area equals half times base times height, and the area of a trapezoid is half times the sum of base 1 and base 2 times height. Let's just focus for now on the area of a triangle. Okay, so let's talk about what the base is. The base is any side of the triangle. Now in this case I picked this side right here because it was nice and easy for me to highlight. And so this I will consider the base. And then the height is from that base to the opposite vertex, but it has to be a perpendicular line. So you have to, when you go from the base to the height to the opposite vertex, you have to go straight. Okay, so that is the height of a triangle. Now let's look at the area for a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid, the bases for the trapezoid are the two lines that run parallel. Okay, so you notice that these two lines, I think I even used this ruler. Oh no, I didn't. These two lines run parallel. Okay, going in this, they will never intersect. And the height is very simple. It's basically from one base to the other. So in this case, you would take area equals half times, the sum of these two bases, and then you multiply it times height. Okay, so let's actually use these formulas to solve some problems. All right, let's get started with example 1. We are going to find the area of a triangle. So when we're asked to find the area of a triangle, we are going to write down our formula. Area equals half times base times height. And I'm going to plug and chug. My base is 7 and my height is 9, and I get, now here I'm going to use a commutative property because I prefer to multiply 7 times 9, and then I'll deal with the 1/2 fraction. So let's see, 7 times 9, oh my goodness, let's see how long it takes for me. Does anyone in this house know what 7 times 9 is? Huh? Oh, 63, yeah. Excuse me. All right, and then half times 63, I'm going to multiply 1/2 times 63, and I get 63, oopsies, over 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and make that, I'm sorry, I just had a delicious dinner, and 31.5 yards squared. I just had a very good dinner and my brain is not focused. Hold on really quickly. I'm going to draw this and see if it works. So I thought it would be fun to check my answer. So we got 31.5 square yards. What I did was I took some graph paper and I drew a triangle that had a base, that has a base of 7 and a height of 9. And so I just drew a right triangle that had a height of 9 and a base of 7. And then I counted all my full square units. By the way, this is not square yards. These are just square units on graph paper, but you know that. So all of these white squares add up to 26. And then if I use my powers of estimation, I have these almost full ones here. So I guess I can go 20. So all these 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then perhaps these two on the ends will make 31. And I'm sure all these other little guys would add up to maybe a half. So to me, 31.5 units squared makes perfect sense. So here we go. We have a base of 8 and a height of 4. We're going to find the area of this triangle. Once again, write down the formula that you're going to use first. And we're going to go half times base, which is 8, times height, which is 4. Some of you may want to just go half times 8. I'll put that over 1, which would be 4. So half times 8 is 4, and then we're going to multiply it times this 4, and then I get 16 units. Ooh, no, it's not units, it's inches squared. There it is. Next, they've given me one here that is actually a picture. So again, area equals base, half times base times height. We don't want to forget that. Okay, so here, the base of this triangle, if you can't see it, it is 42, and the height is 35. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply half times 42 over 1, and that gives me 21 over, it just gives me 21, because this cancels out, it's 21, and then times 35. Okay, 21 times 35, let's see, I'm just going to do my side work over here. 735. That makes sense to me. So it's 735 meters squared, because all of these would break up into square units. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. Next problem. We have a trapezoid problem. This is fun. Find the area of the trapezoid. Okay, so area. Now, if I remember the triangle problem, the triangle formula, I can remember this one. Half. Now, the only thing is I have to add base 1 plus base 2 together times height. So it's just like triangles, except I have to add these two together. So I'm going to multiply half. I've got to plug in my numbers, 5 plus 10 times 7. Okay, order of operations says that I've got to do what is in the grouping symbols first. So I'm going to leave half alone. I'm going to multiply that times 15 times 7. Now, I happen to know in my mind that half times 15 is going to give me 7.5. Okay, so 7.5. I've just memorized that. Now, if you want to know that, if you want to do the side work for that, you can, and you'll get 7.5. So 7.5, which is from this part here, times 7. Okay, and then 7.5, let's see, 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 0.5 is 3.5, so it should be 52.5. Let me make sure I calculated that one right. 35. Yep. No, 52.5. Okay, so it's 52.5 feet squared. All right, you know what I'm going to want to do right now. I'm going to draw a picture of this one too. Okay, so I did draw, it's not the most beautiful trapezoid, and it's not necessarily exact, but it kind of gives us an idea of how we use this. So this is 10, this is 5, and I gave it a height of 7 that went straight up, and all of these white squares, and actually some of these green squares, ended up being around 45 square units. And then I could assume that all of these little half squares would add up finally to 52.5 feet squared. So another illustration of square units in a trapezoid. Okay, let's do example 5. A trapezoid has an area of 66 meters squared. The bases are 8 and 14. Find the height. All right, so this is a great example because the area of a trapezoid formula is not just for finding area. We actually can find base or even height. So we can use any of these to find any of these variables. So this time we're going to find height. So just like I always tell you, what do I always tell you? Write down the formula. Area equals half times base 1 plus base 2 times height. Okay, so let's plug and chug. They give me the area, which is 66 meters. Okay, I bring down the half because that's just part of the equation. They tell me that base 1 is 8. They tell me that base 2 is 14. And height is what we're looking for, so we're going to leave it alone. Okay, let's simplify 8 plus 14. So 66 equals 1/2. 8 plus 14, that's going to be 22. I hope. Let me tell you, brain not working so fast today. All right. Let's go ahead. 66 equals, I'm going to continue to simplify this. Half times 22 equals 11. And then I'm going to leave it there. So now we have 66 equals 11 times h. How do I get h by itself, everybody? I have to do the inverse operation, which is dividing both sides by 11. Then I get 6 equals h. So the height is 6. Yay! Ooh, my red nails.
That was easy.
Don't match. Not the perfect shade. That's all right. All right, let's keep going. Write an expression. Ooh, this is fun. All right, so writing an expression. I don't need to find the area. I just need to write the expression. Where am I going to start? I don't know what to do. But luckily, I do have a formula that I will use to see how far I can go. Always start with, if you don't know what to do, just start by writing down a formula. I tell you, it has saved me in many, many math exams. Okay, so I have base 1 is x, base 2 is 3x, and height is 4. All right, let's go half. I have to do, order of operations says I have to do what's inside here first. So x plus 3x, that's going to be 4x times, wait a minute, h. I was supposed to put a 4 there. Oops. 4. Okay. Okay. Now, I have to combine my terms. So I am going to multiply 1/2 times 4. That times 4x, and that's going to give me 2x times 4, and that's going to give me 8x. That is my final expression. Okay, and this is going to be our final problem. I have to make a confession. I've done this problem 3 times already. Finally, I decided to just write it out, and then I'll just talk you through it. So, find the base of the triangle. So, in this problem, we get to find the base of this particular triangle, and we get to use the area equation of a triangle to find it. So, we're going to use area equals half times base times height. Excuse me. So I wrote that down as my first step. Then I plugged in the numbers. So area goes there where the A goes. The half stays there. I left B alone. And then height goes right there for 87. Now my next step that I did was I wanted, this side is just a number. So on this side, I have a number, a variable, and a number. So I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to multiply. Commutative property and multiplication says I could do both of these. I could just multiply these, and it's not going to affect my answer. So I will take half times 87. Now half times 87 equals 43.5. Excuse me. As you can see, this is just staying right there because it's all good. We don't need to do anything with it now. But now we want to get b by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both of these sides by what? 43.5. So I divide this side by 43.5. Excuse me. It's the Sharpies. And then this cancels out, and I'm left with b. Okay. And then I did the long division over here, where I took 7,525.5 divided by 43.5, and I figured that out to be 173. So the base is 173 units. Yay!
That was easy.
It wasn't that easy, but it was easy once I kept working at it. Okay, talk to you soon.